you're looking at the Sorgue River, and we have just arrived in Fontaine de Vaucluse, which is the source of the Sorgue River, which we'll be seeing later on. I'm on the bridge, right in the centre. It's a very small place, and this is a column they put up originally at the source in 1804, but now shifted 1827 up here because the local Baroness didn't like it down there in the savage beauty, as she called it, of the source area. So they moved it up here. It's actually put up to commemorate the 500th birthday of Petrarch, who lived here, a famous philosopher. Outside of the tourist hubbub and the motorway, which is behind me, it can be very peaceful down on the river. And the water is beautifully green, or rather, the plants under it are green, and the water itself is perfectly clear, of course. Well, you may remember just earlier that I was on top of the fort, on that very wall, etc., by that flag. So, just coming back, we're now down on the riverside, approaching the source. Well, of course, Fontaine de Vaucluse is the town of Petrarch. Lived in the 14th century, early 14th century, 1304 around here, I think. And he's remembered by the Dante Alighieri Society of Italia and others. Well, you continue walking on. Helen's finally made it. And you get to the main source. This little barrier there, it tells you everybody it's dangerous, rockfalls, etc., etc. Now, this down there is where the water actually comes out. And in the high season, when it's flooding, it shoots all over here. You can see the water level on there, can you? You see the water level there, that white line? Anyway, it's all over these rocks. This is completely flooded down here. Shoots down here, which is now dry, further down the canyon. So, let's go and explore it further. Well, it's quite a cliff face right there above me. And right there below me you can see the source of the Sorgue. And then, of course, when it floods, all this that you're looking at now is covered in rushing water coming up from the depths. Wow, here we are, down inside the source. Nothing much happening there at the moment. In fact, to be perfectly honest with you, it looks a bit dirty. However, you can see the way the water, when it's powerful, has scoured out the cliff. If I can get around without slipping off. There we are, and that's where we've come from, just up there. Helen a bit to the left. Now, as young boys want to do, they managed to climb down there and are busy throwing stones into the water. But one thing I want to draw your attention to are these metal plates opposite, and they mark different levels that the water reaches. Of course, now that I've been down there, I've noticed more of these metal measures on the way up. And here, in fact, gives you an idea of what they actually are. See the marks? Yep. There's the level at the top, and as you can see, it just goes right up here, covers everything everywhere I've been, and gushes out of the top to form the 643 million cubic meters of water flowing into the Sorgue River. That is a lot of water. And this is some of the beautiful colour you see through the crystal clear water, just down from the main source. Now, the main source is dormant at the moment, but there is a secondary source that you can see shortly. It's the short way along the track, and that's where all this water comes from at the moment. The primary source is further up, and that's where, when the real rains hit, you get all the water. But it's certainly an idyllic spot.